And we're live. Well, live in front of a studio audience. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hi.
This is episode 4 of Lunch at the Unfriendly Black Hotties table. We have no topic. This is just going to be the Great Rambleyap part 1. So, but I'm your friend or foe, Trisha.
I'm Summer.
I'm Regina Starr.
Oh, and hey, hotties, I am Whips. I was like, wait, is it me?
It can always be you. And I'm Triple S from somewhere in the world.
And we love that for you. Thank you.
You're like Black Carmen Sandiego. I love it.
We should see that.
Except hot and not a criminal.
I am not a criminal.
Mysterious. Just mysterious. You're not, organizing art heist, or unless you are.
That I was about to say that we know of.
Allegedly.
The world will never know.
Yes, that used to be one of my favorite commercials, the old school Tootsie Roll Pop.
Yeah,
oh my goodness.
The 1, 2, 3. These crunches on it. That little boy was like,
that thing.
The little boy was like, this motherfucking owl.
Yeah, exactly.
It's always something with owls, though. It's always something.
I didn't ask this bitch ass turtle. I asked something else. Y'all always telling me to go to the owl. And the owl's like, let's find out. Like this motherfucking owl, dude.
I know.
No, I ain't got no candy.
Well, because then he handed him the empty stick back, too. Like,
that was so disrespectful.
Even as a kid, I knew that was some disrespectful mess.
That little animated kid looked directly at the camera so John Krasinski could run. It was a complete fourth wall break. Like, it doesn't even make any sense.
Oh, my goodness.
I love fourth wall breaks. I do that in real life. Like, I
for
would
real.
turn my head to look. What's up the captions? Is there's a camera somewhere?
Sometimes the is another Black person also in the room listening to this shit, and then we just look at each other like,
there's a live studio audience somewhere just as pissed off about what's going on here.
Without the laugh track, mind you.
Facts.
I love that. It's like the who is we face.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're all just here, and we're
I'm here representing myself. Y'all are here representing the lollipop guild or some shit.
I gotta make eye contact with somebody else because I'm like,
I know. It's always the other Black person in the room, though.
Always.
It's always like every time.
A full conversation is had just in the eyes alone.
Just in the eyes. You're like, what time is it? It's time to go.
Right, like, ooh, I'm gonna have to slide on out.
I'm about tired. She got one more time to. Nope.
I have to slide on.
It's always one more time
anymore. I can't wait for the one more time anymore. I'm just out. Right. I made my contact. I'm leaving. You knew this situation had me fucked up. I know this situation had me fucked up. Now I'm leaving.
Mm-hmm.
Now.
It's like that Viola Davis from How to Get Away with
Murder. Where she stands up and walks out with her purse.
That gif is a treasure.
Everything.
For this clip, I'll put that gif on it and
hand me my purse.
Time to go.
Because you can't leave without your bag. You got to make sure.
What?
There has to be a grand exit of some kind, and
of some sort.
Usually
you
with
can't slam phones like you used to because we all at smart.
God, I miss that. Do you miss that so bad? I miss that so bad. Being able to freaking slam the phone down, effectively ending the conversation. Okay,
I'm mad that I didn't get to experience that as an adult. Like,
I want someone else to experience it from me as an adult.
Have you ever had a cordless phone?
Child? A what?
Have you ever had a cordless phone? Because you can just press the button.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. That was effective as fuck. Now it's like the little soft tap of a screen.
I don't know. What's going on for me is that, like,
friends, you should have seen T just now. The aggressive, invisible slap.
Yes. I like that because I don't like when people FaceTime me. Like, don't out of nowhere.
Oh, I hate that.
FaceTime me.
Right.
So to be able to cut that off, I'm like, why am I looking at you?
I'm in my bonnet and my titties are out. Like, don't.
Always. They're always out.
It's always when my titties are out and I'm in my bonnet. Like, bitch, I didn't.
And it's always your mom. Like, to me anyway, it's always mama cheeks. Like, she's like, why you look so moisturized? Bitch, you just got out the shower.
Am I supposed to be dry?
You glistening. I'm like, you glistening too, sis.
And she has the nerve to be like, why are you naked? Mama Star, I didn't call for you.
This is my house.
I didn't send for you. Don't call me and then question why I'm naked in my own house. Right.
You don't pay the water bill? That's fine. I do. Okay?
I'm gonna be clothed.
Don't disturb this groove. That's my whole thing. I am in a groove now. And you ruined it.
Right. It's just a vibe. Like, let me just be naked.
Yeah.
I can't be clothed at home.
Right. Oh, taking your bra off at the end of a 9 to 5.
Oh
my gosh.
Y'all take y'all bra first or your shoes first? Or
shoes come off first.
Shoes come off first. Because you don't walk in the house with your shoes on. You don't do that.
Yes, exactly.
That's true.
See, the thing is, I don't have that problem anymore. I just
don't wear my shoes now.
But I love it for y'all.
I wish I worked. That's one of my life. Well, I used to work from home at my old job, but that was only because of the pandemic.
Yeah,
and then we had to go back into the office, and then I changed jobs, and now it's strictly in the office.
Oh.
Why did they do that?
To be work from home.
You know why they did that?
They really what was the reason? They knew exactly. They knew that we could work and do our exact job.
They don't want to have to pay for the monitoring software for your laptops.
I mean, they'd rather pay an overseer. They would rather pay the overseer and high-ass office
the overseer.
With no
I don't have that at my job because I don't have to clock in or anything, and I can log into my work computer from my personal computer. Right. So, and you would think there would be more security with the nature of the work that I do, but there isn't.
You're like, we're just out here.
We just out here. Y'all possibly doing illegal shit, possibly not.
Possibly.
They don't know what I'm doing. What up? Usually, I'm at home with my bonnet on.
There it is.
Naked.
Same.
But yeah. Oh, unless they do a surprise Zoom call that for no reason. It's like,
See, and that's why I keep a unit on me. I keep a unit on me.
You keep a unit.
And I just keep it.
She said I keep that thing on.
Is it one with the band that you just tighten around?
Just tighten it around. Just give it a good shake before you hit the camera.
Shake.
We love a shake and go. We love a
shake and go wig. Fuck yeah.
Is it one of the Vivica A. Fox shake and go wigs? Because those look good.
Well,
are those legit?
Upgraded. So
they're legit for me, but wigs
are legit. To the people that I need them to look legit, they're legit.
Right, because white people don't know a difference.
They don't. They don't.
They think the hair that you're wearing today, they think that wig, you grew it out in 24 hours. That's what they think.
Exactly. Every time. But no, Finger Comber is the one that's the website that I go to get all of my hair. Well, Finger Comber and then boho. Whenever I want to do like faux locks, I go there. But Finger Comber is where I get all my little units from. I'm $30.
That's their website. I need to look that up.
I'll that in the chat. Do it.
We don't around here.
This is not an endorsement, but if you do want to endorse us,
yes, by all means,
please email us at bqc.com at gmail.com.
Fuck yeah.
Because I say
put here for the bag.
Make them think that I'm cheating. Make them think he's cheating.
Tell them, Trisha. Get that bag at all times.
At all times.
That was amazing. Okay. The shake and go wig gives me life because I literally don't.
I can't.
Like
you can just wear it once around the house just to get your dome right. You'll do it. I trust.
No, I know I can do the wigs. What I'm saying is I can't do hair every day.
That's me.
Every day? You want me to do my hair?
Some fuck shit.
Yeah.
I have
Well, there's some actresses on set, they have to do it every day because it has to be that same style every day. And that's why, like, a lot of soap opera actresses, especially Black women, they start off with the braids. If you notice, they always start off with the braids, and then they quote unquote, level up, and then they get a more different hairstyle. But
the 24-inch bust down that you can pull up in a high ponytail.
You know what wig?
I would be in there with wigs galore, just like Regine from Living Single. I will have a wig for a wig for a wig.
You know what wig I will never forgive as long as I live? That wig that Tyler Perry made Shamar Moore wear.
Oh God.
No, if there was wig court, Tyler Perry would stay in there.
He would be under the jail.
He would be in solitary confinement.
Yes.
For some of these wigs.
You know what? I blame both of them because Shamar saw that wig on his head and didn't say it.
And still decided to act.
Out of that check. The check he was waiting for the check to clear.
Oh my God.
And you notice as soon as he had to wear it when the movie came out, he just started shaving his head.
I would too.
I would.
But see, that's why I love Living Single. You could tell women were all behind that because everybody had their hair together. Even the units looked legit. Like you didn't know she was wearing a wig until it became part of the bit, and then everybody started to notice, like, oh, okay, that's a wig. But I would
it was just cheap.
Maxine, Eric Alexandra, I loved her hair, and honestly, I still wear my hair like that to this day with the yarn. Like,
I love yarn braids. They're so pretty.
So pretty.
Her braided bob inspired me. So
it really does.
I put on a braided bob every couple months just to spice it up.
Her and is it Trina McGee from Boy Meets World? She held it down for us.
Those little mini micro curly braids.
Yes.
Oh man,
that was
she was like the ultimate black boho queen. Like I loved her.
I wanted to be her so bad in college, and then when I got there, I was just like, damn.
Or the bohemian chick on Half and Half.
Yeah.
Yes. I think her name's True. I know her first name's True.
Rachel True, is that?
Rachel True.
I think so. Yep.
I remember her.
Gorgeous. I love that.
In, what was the witch movie?
Oh, what
was it?
No, not
The
Craft.
Craft.
It was the Craft.
We're gonna watch that on the retreat weekend.
Yeah, that was good.
Why did I do that with my friends?
Oh no,
no Ouija boards.
Because you're a real one.
Oh, at all.
We snuck around and did that. Because no way was my parent. My mother was not allowing that, but we definitely. What are some toys that you guys wanted as children and either got as an adult or still want like as an adult, but you never got to have when you were kids?
Super Nintendo. Oh. I finally got my own Super Nintendo, and it was everything.
Nice.
Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis.
Yes. I'm putting that on. Thanks.
Again, not sponsored, but we could be.
I wanted an American Girl doll.
Oh, I was
me too.
Which one did you get?
I never got one because they used to do the little the monthly like article thing where they would highlight a doll or highlight their story, and I think my cousin had like all the books about each one of them, so I was reading the books and stuff like that. I wanted the Addie doll so bad.
Me too.
Because she was black.
I had the Addie book. I had the book, but I never got the doll.
But then I wanted my own because you know how they had the ones that you could put dress them up, put clothes on them, give them braids, give them whatever. So I wanted to do that. I never got to do it. Aww. That's one thing I'm like, should I just do it now?
Well, now they're probably really expensive though. Now they're
probably so expensive.
Yeah, and there's a whole lot of them
truly outrageous right now.
Yeah, I probably still do it.
Can we talk about the American Girl books? Because I just have a problem with her and Josefina, because they had a Mexican girl. I think her family was like living in what is now Texas, and they were like right in the American-Mexican War or something like that. I don't remember. I'll Google it later. Mm-hmm. But why did I mean, it's not like Molly and Felicity and them were dying of the plague. They were just chilling.
They were just living.
They were just chilling. Why Addie got to be running for freedom?
Running for freedom.
And they had a cookbook, and it was just all slave recipes. Like slavery is not fun.
No.
Even then, they didn't want us to forget. Hey.
I mean, at least they wanted to teach the history, I guess.
They wanted it to be educational. Like, I feel like I know they wanted it to be educational, but it was like, no, it didn't hit the right way. But
especially think about the time that they released that doll. Like, they were really some affirmative action junkies back then. Like, they were.
Right.
Yeah.
And wasn't it like the 90s? So apartheid was technically still, or on its way out, if not.
Yeah.
It was like
93 was what 92 or 93 when Mandela was elected?
I think so. I mean, they were trying to be educational, but again, it just
they were really they missed the mark.
I don't remember.
I was old enough to read, but by the time I got the Addie book, it was like the 2000s.
Yeah.
You aged out.
Yes, I see them. Yeah, okay, so they probably were out before I was born.
Now I forget. Did Addie reunite with all of her families?
I couldn't tell you. I knew about All American Girl, but at that time I was so obsessed with the Babysitters Club because it was like it wasn't heavy in like enslavement and racism. It was just a bunch of kids babysitting other kids and having kid problems. So I gravitated towards that.
Yeah, that's very
true. A little bit.
I was reading Fear Street.
Ooh, R.L. Stine.
Yeah.
I wasn't reading. See, my cousin who was older than me was reading Goosebumps, and I was reading Fear Street.
I read some Goosebumps books.
I read some Goosebumps in the third grade.
I couldn't do it.
I feel like it's a rite of passage. You got to read it at least like 1 to 5.
No, I went straight to Fear Street. I went straight to the slutty vampires.
I have a random question. Do you think our love of Goosebumps is the reason why we like monster romances now?
Oh, yes. Definitely.
I wonder what it would be like to fuck this alligator boy. And now I'm the woman with this alligator man. That might be interesting.
That's more Animorphs.
I think it was Beauty and the Beast for me.
Yeah, that is Animorphs. That's right.
It's Animorphs. Yeah, because Animorphs. When I saw that dude transform into what did he transform into?
Doesn't know.
There was several transformations on that show, and the dudes were always hot. And when they transformed, it was like, okay.
They used to come on during Snick. Like, oh my
yes. Are You Afraid of the Dark? Animorphs, and then whatever. What's the other one?
I'm like, that sounds like the whole Nickelodeon right there. That's a whole other
all that and Kenan and
I
Kel
love
through those
Afraid of the Dark.
Oh God, I loved Kenan and Kel so bad.
One of the best theme songs ever.
And they had everybody up there. It was amazing.
That was a very black show.
So
what
black.
A time. These kids today,
they don't know shit. They don't have quality TV like we did.
I'm telling you, having to rush to use a restroom in between a commercial break. They'll never know.
They will never know the struggle. They will never know the struggle of having to get off of AOL so that you can take a phone call.
Don't even get me started on LimeWire. I thought for sure I was going to jail.
Oh my LimeWire. I wasn't old enough to burn CDs on LimeWire, but everybody, like my cousins were. So I knew they were going to jail, not me. I just benefited from it.
I could not tell you the amount of viruses I put on my mother's computer.
Oh my God.
Not only just downloading shit on LimeWire, but I was making those burnt CDs. I was selling them because I wanted.
You were hustling.
Yeah.
You were an entrepreneur.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I would always just get mama to buy me like a 30 pack of blank CDs.
Yep.
What do you want these for? I was like, stuff.
Stuff, old lady, hand it over.
She was like, well, I guess you act good. All right. So,
Mama Cheeks, stop asking too many questions.
I mean,
the less you know, the better.
Where do you think I get it from? She's going to ask all the questions.
Oh, goodness.
I have a business.
Black Mom 101.
Yeah, true.
They knew shit. They did know stuff, but they didn't.
They had to learn how to pick and choose their battles is what it was.
Right. That's what it was. That's what now that I think
am I going to let you stress me out today, or am I going to let you let me stress me out later after I done cooked?
Facts.
Yeah.
It's exactly that. They knew a lot, but they were not trying to mess with all of it at once.
Fucked up so many computers.
But best believe you better have the chicken out the fridge ready to put
that was the whooping too if I didn't have that.
I think that's why I don't care whenever I see it pop up on my screen about a computer with okay and I'm not worried about nobody beating my ass. It's my laptop. If I did it, I did it.
Right.
I'll deal with it. Don't be trying to scare me with your little pop-ups.
But feeding myself every day is for the birds.
That's a scam.
It really is.
It's so good.
I hate it.
Like, at least there was chicken in the fridge that I had to take out and heat up. Now it's like, well, shit, what do we eat in the day? Like, I can't.
I stand so much just snacking on things.
That's it.
Just
thinking
standing
about
over
people
the
Right.
And if it takes me long to cook it, I don't want it. Like, I'm trying to meal prep in 45 minutes. If I can't do it in that time, then I don't want it. I cooked a chuck roast the other day. Don't get me wrong, it was delicious, but I hated it.
Did you put it in the crock pot or in the oven?
I seared it first and then I put it in the oven.
See, you gotta be in the mood to do that shit. When you're in the mood.
That's the thing.
Yeah, I was in the mood. And it was a nice day. It was like the beginning of spring. The doors were open, wind was blowing. It was nice.
Birds were chirping.
Was Al Green playing in the background?
Right. Like, was it there?
I had John B playing in the background. It was a pretty good day.
Okay, I'm putting that on the list as well.
Oh yeah, John B. He's not a begging balladeer, but he could get on the list. He could get on the list.
Some yearning.
Yeah, he's got a couple of yearning tracks. A lot of tracks. A lot of people don't know about sleepers for sure.
They don't know about.
And he's still good looking too. If y'all haven't seen him.
Still fine, because that's what happens when you marry a black woman and you mind your business.
Pro, and you sing on key.
Listen, he been married and had his babies. He's still out here touring. His voice is still intact. He still loves what he does. He just dropped another album, and he's been out here doing features with Tank, Darnell.
Really?
Yeah, he's still out here doing it.
Oh my goodness.
I was like, sir, I'm trying to be like you when I grow up. Let me find what I love and let me do that for the rest of my life.
Was he confirmed?
Oh, go ahead.
I was asking if he was definitely white.
Yeah. He's like a spicy white.
If you know his real name, then yes, you would know he is white. He is a white.
That's a white man.
He's one of the few white boys that can actually pull off the Caesar haircut that was very popular in the late 90s.
Yeah. His Caucasian name. Jonathan
Chazé.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he is a Wahite.
A Wahite?
I mean, Jonathan David Buck.
That's his name?
That's his government name?
Legal government name.
Can you spell what you just said before the white?
Wahite?
Wahite.
Yeah, because Kevin on stage says that a lot.
I'm going to have to fix that in the transcripts. Wahite, spell it?
I don't even know how you would spell it. Wahite? I'm thinking
W-H-Y.
Yeah, W-A-H-E-E. W-H-Y-E-E-T-A.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Y-E-T-A. I mean, phonetically, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, phonetics is what works.
Yep. Let's do that.
Sorry to do this to you. I should have just said a 5x11, then people would have known.
8x11.
There you go. 8x11.
That's an index card. Oh, no, that's
is it 8.5 by 11?
It is.
If you want to get technical. White is white.
Don't give them an inch. They'll take a mile. Anyway.
Every time. Every time.
Yeah.
But that playlist, by the way, kudos for the playlist. It is everything.
I still need to make a playlist for episodes 1 and 2, so we can talk about that offline. But yeah,
I
was upset that I missed that episode, but I was like, I had to work.
And look, you're part of the table, so you're part of it, whether you're here or not. Right?
I know I'm always here in spirit, but
Get
I like
your money.
Person. Y'all are my favorite part of the week because
truly. Besides, if I get paid that week, but
Yeah.
But I don't get paid that
Y'all
much.
a close second.
Wait, so money is more important than me? What?
I mean,
I'm offended. No,
I got bills.
yeah.
I love you to death.
Bills.
I got you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, thank you.
Can y'all believe we are now at the age where people didn't know that Beyonce was in a girl group?
What?
They don't even know about Girls' Time. They didn't even know about Destiny's Child. They didn't know about Girls' Time or Destiny's Child.
Talk about not knowing good music.
Yeah.
What are you even talking about?
Can we talk about this for a moment? Because
we will hold space.
Across the diaspora, Black people grow up in multi-generational homes.
True.
And we share, just because you have a cousin that's like 10, 15 years older than you, you're going to learn some music from them from when they were younger. Yeah. And your parents are going to teach you music from when they were younger. What's going on with the kids? What are millennial parents not teaching their children?
They're losing the recipes.
Well, I think millennial parents aren't teaching their kids. It's just these badass kids don't want to listen. It's not like, when we were raised by like late boomers or Gen Zers where it's just like, hey, here's some cool shit. And we were kind of like, okay, because it's coming back. These children don't know shit.
Or even worse, they won't recognize. They're like, oh, you had your time, but this is the best music ever. And it's like, you do realize that they were influenced and sampled by what we listened to and what was listened to before us. Because I remember distinctly listening to Pebbles' Mercedes Boy, and I was a 90s kid. But I made sure I knew about Pebbles, and I knew about Anita Baker and Gladys Knight and the whole everybody back then. And it made me appreciate what I had now. So yeah, you might be onto something about the kids. You might be. But I'm a cool auntie, so I'm going to stay out of this one.
I do think in the kids' defense, not the kids, like I'm I graduated from college in century, so I mean it's not like that deep. But I think the samples are even more unique than they were when we were coming up, because now it's like everyone is still trying to sample the Isley Brothers and things like that, and Sly and the Family Stone. Rest in peace, Sly Stone. Passed away this week. But I think the samples are very clever.
Yeah. They're getting more creative with them. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I like the Gorilla sample of that Keisha Cole Love. That song came out 20 years ago.
Gorilla she is on one right now. I've been listening to her on and off for like a whole week. And I just love her, like her personality, her whole vibe.
She has fun.
She is fun. And I do listen to her rap. I was like, she's got a cadence that I rock with. Like I just listened to
bars.
Killing Girl with her and J-Hope, and I was just like, I like this. This is my new motivation and workout song. Like
I like her verse in it. Maybe because I haven't got onto the K-pop thing. I have not gotten into it yet. I've tried.
I'm a Korea boo, so
it's a little bit too. I don't know what the word I'm looking for. Commercial.
It is commercial.
Like when I listen to like music from other cultures, I like to experience that culture, and I think for me, K-pop is a little bit too.
Well, you have to remember too who influenced a lot of K-pop. They came straight from Motown and was like, we can do this. But to be fair, J-Hope is part of BTS, and I think if you struggle with that, you might like their earlier stuff. But once they became popular and Americans demanded English stuff, you could tell they chopped that stuff up just because a lot of English people wanted it. But I think you might like a lot of their older albums. Like K-pop is broken up into genres. So like the first genre, second, third, fourth, and so on. I'm not going to get too much into it because I could have a whole TED talk about it. But yeah, they were influenced by.
This is a ramble yap away, sister.
I know, but this one a little close to the chest. And for my what is the word I'm looking for? My amenity. What is it? Trying to keep that. Yeah. Because people already know by my name alone.
Well, speaking of, I saw on the internet earlier this week that BTS might be reuniting because the two that had to do their mandatory military service are out now.
Yeah. And also they just had their anniversary yesterday. So
shout out to BTS. I don't get it, but they're cute.
Yeah. They're sweeties. And it's funny because I remember when I first heard their first single, I was like, oh, okay, nope, next. And then I heard their balladeers. I heard just, what was it? Just One? I think Just One Thing or something like that. And they won me over after that. And I was obsessed. So it's honestly been a joy to see them grow as artists, I will say, and to see them all do their own things. But then again, I'm a career boo, so we just gonna chop it up today.
Yeah, I like the collabs. Like I like the collabs that different groups have been having with like American rappers. I love that. I just
and you
not
notice
been able to
the
get
formula too. The formula is always a really popular, hot, up and coming Black rapper with a K-pop,
a hot blurred.
Yeah,
and a
they really working on the Black and yellow relations.
Yeah, because I know Megan Thee Stallion. I forget who she did a collab with. I don't know any of the names of and then Doki.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like that, cultural connection. I do like that, but I think for me, it's just I don't know. I even, like you said, I have to check out the earlier things.
And it might not be for you, and that's totally fine. Like you could listen to it and be like, this just ain't for me. Let me stick to the valleys and lakes that I'm used to. But I'm a music nerd. Listen, every chance I get,
I won't go chasing waterfalls. I won't do that.
There you go. Every chance I get, I'm such a music nerd. So I grew up listening to like Casey in the top 40. So I pretty much will listen to anything.
I listen to a lot of things.
Yeah,
I listen to a lot of different music, but I like experiencing culture when I listen to other people's culture, like music from that culture. I don't want to hear like American culture reverted back to me, if that makes sense.
Well, K-pop might not be your thing because it is heavily influenced. And when I say pop culture, it's heavily influenced by Black culture. There's a lot of debates about that too.
I will listen to the music that I grew up with if I want that. But
because a lot of the artists, especially like within BTS, like the whole rap line, they've said, and they've actually gotten to perform with several of their favorite rappers. So it's kind of, again, it's been an interesting journey to see. Like they come off ripping like, yeah, we love Usher, we like this group and we like this person, and they've pretty much have done collabs with almost everyone that they mentioned.
Yeah, because American artists will release things specific to that area. So and so that's where that's some good collabs.
I didn't know that Usher had a whole other song that was popular in the UK. I forget what it was, and I was just like, I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff that we don't mess with in the States is super popular in the UK, Japan, Korea. Like Asian countries, you go there and they will be singing ballads in the supermarket. They love.
I also sing ballads in the supermarket.
I know, we don't get an audience; we get security.
I'll be singing "What a Fool Believes" loud.
I love that song,
and right in front of the sushi at Publix.
Oh my God. I love that song.
That is one thing I do miss about grocery shopping is being in the store, just hearing your favorite song, and then they hit you with and that was a classic from the, and you just be like, clutch your chest.
Clutches my chest because what are classics anymore? No, classics are from the 90s.
I know, right? It hits you every time. Like,
it hurts
you
my heart.
And they hit you right in the chest.
It hurts my heart.
Yeah, I don't want to hear Red Hot Chili Peppers' Californication on classic rock. I just don't want to hear that.
Classic rock. Like,
that came out when I was in high school. I don't want to hear that shit.
Like, how very dare you? What do you mean this is a classic?
What do you mean classic?
I can tell you feel strongly about that.
No, I'm so hurt. It just hurts me.
And that's a double disc. That was a great record.
But see, also when you remember or when you realize that some things were like 20 years ago now or 25 years ago now, it's like shit.
See, I have an opposite reaction to that because I know so much music. I get it into my head that like that was music that I grew up with from my time, and then I realized like, oh, this song came out before I was born or before I even had the like cognizance to understand music. Yeah, and so that's where it cheers me up. So like when I hear a song is like 20 years or 25 years old, I was like, wow, I was 5. Like that's weird. But
20 years ago, wow, I was 5. Adorable.
I can relate though. Like I think of Janet Jackson's Pleasure Principle. That was like one of the first songs that I remember ever like really hearing and remembering. Yeah. It's so good. Like every time I hear that beat, dun, 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 and I just immediately want to do the dance.
The Janet Jackson that gets stuck in my head is the Velvet Rope Janet Jackson. That 90s Janet Jackson, when she's still one of the baddest chicks alive.
She was.
But that, between like 93 and that Rolling Stone cover where the dude was like her bra and just holding her titties.
Yeah. Oh. I still love that song. I get lonely because the outfit. I was like, finally, she's wearing something I could wear.
And I know that red hair is coming back with that darkish, like gingerish red on Black women's like really
I love it
right now.
I love it.
Her and that velvet rope era.
That velvet rope hair.
Here.
Gorgeous. But early 2000s Janet has a special place in my heart because someone to Call My Lover is on repeat every like that's a good will play over and over and again. That will play over and over again in my head. Like
I love that.
Nonstop.
But like I get what you say about the velvet rope because as a 12-year-old, when that dropped, and I was like, I don't think I should be listening to this, but if someone tried to take it from me right now, we would fight.
Yeah, there was
I love that album.
That I should not have been listening to back then.
Yeah, so much music I shouldn't have been listening to back then.
But I feel like it wasn't my fault because the school dances, the music that they would play at the school dances was just like, if they were to do that now. Like parents would probably riot because they were like they played the clean versions, but still like kids are stupid. Yeah,
we knew.
We knew.
What's your theme, Mom?
The Macarena. And the
whole song was about her cheating on her boy out of town.
Yes,
I know that shit was like 10 years ago.
Yes,
I'm today years old finding out about that.
Oh, I just remember school dances like, and the teachers would walk by as soon as we did that. I was like, y'all don't see. Okay, you know what? I'm a kid. I'm gonna stay in a child's place because we out here.
All you could do.
Y'all were doing
all
what?
You know, because they had a whole dance for that song, and
they did. They had no right turning the lights off because, like, y'all knew it was going to happen.
Yeah, they always turn the lights off.
They turned the lights off. Like, why turn the lights off? You know it's going to be some nasty shit.
Bunch of horny preteens. We just figured each other out, dude.
Right. We just figured out what went where. Why would you turn off the lights?
We just figured this out, man. You really want to try this now? Come on now.
We just realized that people were staring at our.
Don't get me started on the Tootsie Roll. Like it was.
Oh my goodness!
It's so much.
That Atlanta. I wish I was an adult, or at least in college, because you're kind of an adult in college. But like during the Freaknik era.
Yeah,
I'm kind of glad I wasn't. I remember seeing stuff like that on TV, like Freaknik, and then MTV. That was It was a time, apparently.
Wow.
Apparently I was a kid, so I don't know, but I just remember seeing people like with their little bikini tops and the cutoff shorts. I'm like,
I knew nothing.
Why are y'all out here in this blistering heat? No,
I knew
kids
nothing.
Today won't ever experience like when MTV was just music videos.
Right.
No. I know.
Right.
And that's unfortunate.
And waiting for your video to drop because you knew like. Because the song just came out and you just knew the video was going to premiere on, TRL or whatever.
I remember when Janet and
106 in Park.
When that shit dropped, the way I ran out of breath, barely made it in the house with my cousins. We're like, we need to see it. We need to be first because you knew there was going to be an epic dance. We had to learn it. And we would, every time it came on, we would scream, "It's on!" And literally in the summer, we could do the dance.
All the after school, music video types thing. 106 in Park, TRL, like those were staples. Like
staples.
Seeing what those top hits were going to be.
And can we bring back pop-up video?
Ah, I missed that. I missed that.
So good. I felt like such a damn historian.
That's where I got like most of my music facts, like that and behind the music, like that just helped the nerd in me.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yes, and I could
Behind
just
the music. See, behind the music, but also VH1.
I do think all of the behind the music are on Paramount Plus because Paramount owns MTV and all that. So
all these corporations got greedy and they just ruined it for everybody.
Yeah.
But like I like pop-up video because it reminded me like there are people behind the scenes. So like I started thinking about like jobs that I could do. Like I didn't want to be in front of the camera, but I was like, oh wow, this is how they managed to do that, or this is what they did to get this. And it's like that was kind of cool.
I feel like everybody wanted to be a VJ though. Everybody was like,
oh yeah, I did until I realized I had to be around people.
In memoriam to someone who probably all made us want to be Ananda Lewis.
Yes.
Rest in peace.
I mean, what a queen, like from VJing to like those little MTV news breaks. She was dope. And what was the show? It was like a civic show, or like she was hosting. It was like co-eds or something like that. It's like
I think that was the name, co-eds.
Yeah, or something like that. I'll Google it.
I'm still shocked by that. And I know it's been a few days, but I'm still just like, oh my gosh. And she had a son. I think he's like in middle school. He's really young. But
he was in middle school? Wow.
Yeah, he's a baby.
Oh my goodness.
To lose
Somebody said that she was married to Will Smith's brother at one point. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Married to who?
Will Smith's brother.
Oh.
I saw that on Lewis.
I didn't know she went to Howard.
Oh, I knew that. My aunties were like, "Oh, if you're gonna be watching this, you might as well watch her because she went to this."
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like the VJs who were black. Everybody in my family was comfortable with watching. Like,
oh yeah,
VJs who were black.
As long as one of them were on, they didn't want to see nobody else.
or Carson Daly. My mother was
Carson Daly. No,
Carson Daly.
Exactly. Did not like him. Didn't want to watch him. And I was always looking out for the ones that were black anyway, because
representation matters.
I mean, that.
And back then it was hard to come by. I had to take and luckily she set the standard for a lot of us. Like I still think about like interviews and stuff that I do, and I was just like, she really was a blueprint for me.
Same.
Blueprint for a lot of us.
It was Teen Summit.
Teen Summit.
Oh yeah, on BET.
Yeah,
I remember that.
BET 106 in Park was like it. I was watching that. So
which is, and it's like its 25th anniversary year too.
That's insane.
On a special or something.
Yeah, they celebrated it at the BET Awards recently,
which was one of the better shows they've had in years.
Oh yeah,
it was so good.
It was really good.
But I didn't watch it. I never really watched awards shows.
I used to, like in the early 2000s, but then I just said, you know what, I can't watch these anymore. I'll just catch it on the next day.
I catch the highlights.
Yeah, that's what I do now. Just catch the highlights.
When they kept denying, people who were definitely deserving awards,
it gets hard to watch
year after year. That sealed the deal for me. I mean, why the fuck didn't Angela Bassett get an award earlier? You know what I mean?
I am still angry about that, and the fact that they gave her an honorary for who?
She got an honorary after last year or the year before.
I think so. Yeah,
it was the year after she was nominated for Wakanda Forever.
And I'm just like,
because Jamie Lee Curtis did not deserve that. She didn't deserve that
honorary. I mean, no disrespect to Jamie Lee Curtis, because
Everywhere All at Once was really good.
And the way that they treated her when they didn't like the way she responded to not getting that award.
Like she's not allowed to be disappointed.
Yeah.
Right. Like we're just no way you should be disappointed. I think that's the reason why they don't like seeing black women angry.
I was gonna say
have reason to be.
You could tell that you could tell that they wanted to get some kind of reaction. Like,
of course,
that they were just waiting.
They know viewership is forever down, and they're like, regardless of what happens, we're going to exploit her one last time, and then just give her an honorary award. Like, I'm still hot about that.
Well, the year or two before that, when Viola Davis did Woman King, and she should have been nominated. Yeah. Right. I think she only got nominated for like a BAFTA, but she didn't get, or a Golden Globe or something like that, but she didn't get nominated for an Oscar. That was whack. because Woman King was really fucking good.
Mm-hmm. It was really good. And then I hear about her training, like hearing her talk about it, it's like, yo, that's intense.
She's
and
a bad
my baby daddy on there is king, so like I'm going to watch. I was like, my future ex-husband is on here. I got
not my future ex.
Much better.
I gotta be an ex,
right?
Because
unless you want to share the wealth.
Commit to a man. So the best I can give you is a future ex-husband. That's
John Boyega is tenderoni of the week.
I respect it because that means that the rest of us, we can get our turn.
Yeah, I'm not greedy. I'll share.
Every time I think about him, all I can think of is the really bad mid 2010s movie Attack on the Block.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Oh yeah,
it's kind of like the clone Tyrone, except it's a bunch of black kids in East London and aliens land. And that was like one of his first I
heard about it. Yeah, I heard about it, but I never saw it.
But it's bad in a way that you appreciate.
Mm-hmm. And that's why every form of art is valid.
Yeah,
even the bad stuff. Because
I don't know if I would say every, because there's some.
Well, that's true. We could dispute
I won't elaborate.
That would be
It's
fun.
not like a Pee Wee Herman or a Ernest Knows Best movie. You know what I'm saying? Those were right.
But hey, if we hadn't got the Attack on the Block, we probably wouldn't have got Tyrone.
It's true.
So,
but Netflix will make just about anything if they can afford it.
Oh God, Netflix is Netflix a hoe.
Netflix is a hoe.
Everybody all the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta pay
Netflix seems to be beat up in a dark alley.
But I don't got no love for Netflix. Ever since they canceled Sense8, they can kick rocks.
No good.
Yeah.
They canceled Sense8, and I was like, well, I'm done here.
There were so many shows that they canceled.
Now it's me and Tubi till the wheels fall off. So.
Did you say Tubi?
Yeah, Tubi. Tubi.
I love Tubi. Last time I got my hair. Last time I got my hair retwisted by a professional, because sometimes I just don't like folks in my hair. We were watching a Tubi movie with I can't think of his name. Mike Coulter, the brother that played Sage. And he was like a kind of a crooked cop. It was pretty good.
Ooh. Yeah, Tubi's got some.
I have never watched any a full Tubi movie because every clip I see is something ridiculous. And I'm just
some ridiculous ones.
Trips me out. The one with the fat Jesus.
Oh, God. But honestly, I like Tubi because that's the home now for all the series that only had one series, like Being Human or LA's Finest. They had 2 seasons though, but I don't know what it is, but I like watching shows that only had 1 or 2 seasons, like Undercovers, because I always think if this show were to launch now, would it have done better or worse?
Worse
about this show that
on the past and who's running it,
and also some of them shows that are 20 fucking seasons with 30 episodes per season.
Grey's Anatomy.
I checked out a Grey's when the plane crash episode happened.
At a certain point, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What even is this anymore?
Just call it time of death. Just call it.
It's okay.
Is Grey even still there?
Pun
intended. In the hospital after. Shit, what you mean?
Right. Just call it. So I don't mind.
I'm happy for the actors, especially the ones that I like that are still on the show. But I like Harry
Allen's on it, so
I'm happy to see that he's still working.
Debbie Allen being on it is iconic.
Yeah.
Speaking of Debbie Allen, I was watching this on maybe Instagram the other day, but apparently I don't know if anyone's seen, because it's got a limited release, but there was a early 90s version of a all black cast of Disney's Pollyanna that Debbie Allen directed and choreographed all the scenes of.
Where is it?
Felicia Rashad. It's not even on Disney Plus. It was just a Disney, one of those. It's kind of like Disney.
It was a Disney special
with Brandy.
Yeah.
But that one's on Disney Plus. This one isn't, and it stars Felicia Rashad and a very young Keisha Knight Pulliam as Polly. And now they're working on, her and Lena White are working on bringing it to Broadway.
Oh wow!
That, and she's going to direct and choreograph it too. I thought it was really neat.
Where is the original? I want to watch.
I'll put it in the group chat because it was really. I remember having like because Mama loved VHSs, but she also loved things with Black people.
Yeah.
So there was like remakes of things she saw as a child. Like we watched Wizard of Oz, but we also watched The Wiz. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So there was always something juxtaposed. She would just let us watch both. But
no. That Black Cinderella changed my life.
That part.
Yeah, that was my favorite.
That was the first time I could see myself as a princess.
Oh my God. And the braids, like it was Brandy with them braids because I wore braids all the time and I still do. So seeing her as Cinderella in the dress, like the blue dress was so close to the original, right? And then she had braids, she had her makeup, like it was
don't even get me started on Prince Charming.
Love it.
My man was fine.
Paolo Montalban was
legit Disney porn. Like the scene where they're singing "Do I Love You Because You're Wonderful" and they lean in close.
And he's touching her face. I'm just like,
the yearning. And they still have such good chemistry.
They are so sweet together.
It's on Amazon. Is it?
Oh my God!
It's on DVD. Well, the sequel, of Polly Comes Home, that was also straight to TV, but looks like it was. It looks like it's on Amazon.
Every time I have a bad day, I watch that Cinderella, and like, listen, I like the one with Drew Barrymore, and that's about it. I'm the only two that I mess with. But Brandy as Cinderella, Whitney Houston as the fairy godmother, Whoopi Goldberg as the queen.
You can't get any better than that.
Let me see it.
You cannot. Oh, you can't. The way
and The Wiz was
iconic.
Another good movie. The Wiz, I watched that so much as a child.
I did too.
We just watched Black stuff. I didn't even know about the Wizard of Oz. I didn't.
We have a watch party for real because y'all listen some greats like The Wiz, Cinderella. Let me put some respect on their name. Roger and Hammerstein. Cinderella.
Rogers and Hammerstein.
True. With whatever y'all got out there.
Michael Jackson as the Scarecrow doing "You Can't Win" is iconic.
With his original nose. God bless him.
Oh, with his original nose.
God bless him.
And he
loved him so. Him and Diana Ross together.
Cup, like.
Yes.
No,
they were iconic together. No, it really did look like a Reese cup.
Stand by it was. They used the Reese cup.
It really was a Reese cup. Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
I feel better because I was like,
I heard that discussion online and I was like, y'all bugging. And then I looked again and I was like, oh,
yep. It was a Reese cup. And I still to this day, because green's my favorite color. So whenever I have it on, the first thing I say in the mirror is, "You've got to be seen in green."
Yes. I have that on my coloring playlist. I have a playlist of songs with colors in the title or in the lyrics that I use for coloring. And that song is on that playlist.
Too good. It's so good.
Classics.
I just love it. Yeah. But I'm with you. Everything that was made Black or just built from the bottom up or ground up with a Black cast fully incorporated to, make sure it reached us. We were all up in that. We watched and consumed all of that. Yep. Too fun.
Good times.
But yeah, that Pollyanna with Felicia Rashad, I had heard about it. Somebody was doing an interview and talked about it. And I was like, are you serious? Where is this?
I thought that was really cool.
I'm so glad that came up.
Particularly because I just read, because the Tony Awards were last weekend, and I was just listening and reading to that the revival of Gypsy with Audra McDaniel is the cast is Black. So it's her and her two Black daughters, and then in the 1920s trying to get so that has a particular bent to it, particularly when she's singing "Everyone's Coming Up Rose."
That's amazing.
Which she just fucking murders. It's just great,
phenomenal. Okay,
so great.
I watched that replay. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
and the Tonys were Black, the Grammys were Black. I mean, just.
And since we're not stomping for Patti LuPone anymore, it's time to give Bernadette Peters her flowers.
Yeah. I love Bernadette Peters.
She was
Bernadette Peters,
mother in
Cinderella.
Yes, I love Bernadette Peters.
Oh, she was great.
One of my favorite redheads.
Yes.
Can we talk about the Grammys and how they clearly are still pressed about Beyonce winning?
Oh yeah, that's a good
best country album.
So I love how they turned around the DEI. Mm-hmm. It's like y'all that I could never imagine being that petty. But then I'm not white, so.
And people are in the comments talking about, well, the R&B categories are split. And
what? Also, the R&B categories need to be revised as well. Because there should never be a world where Justin Bieber wins an R&B award.
Okay.
No, there shouldn't.
He won for Peaches a couple years ago. That shouldn't be a thing. And he said it's an R&B album. To who, motherfucker?
Like when they
and there shouldn't be. Macklemore shouldn't have won that one year.
Okay.
Like what? I think people just didn't want to stomp for Mac Miller so hard. They just gave. Although Mac Miller put out better records. But Macklemore just looks like he smells like old hot dog water.
Oh, God.
He does. He looks greasy.
I haven't seen him.
Is he still wearing that same fur coat?
If it's the thrift shop one, yeah, because that's all he got on his back, probably.
Yeah. He rode hard for that thrift shop coat.
Yeah. I just think if they're going to do that with country music, even though country music belongs to Black people anyway.
I was going to say, the sooner they realize that literally all of these genres are Black genres, like let's get into it.
Genres are a funny little concept, aren't they?
Right. They are.
I love that intro.
But the thing is, they even made her more iconic because now Beyonce's going to be known as the last person to ever win in this genre.
Yeah.
In this genre.
And when Britney Spencer turns around and wins for the same award that they just declared, that's your ass. That's your
and
ass.
I'll be happy with it.
Yeah,
that's what they did. Don't give shit to Jason Aldean. He sounds like he's singing out the back of his throat. God. Them too tight ass jeans. Fuck Jason.
Or just go get a vasectomy. You ain't got to wear them jeans.
I definitely don't want him to reproduce. Fuck that. Fuck that. I hate he's from Georgia. I really do.
Oh my God.
But Macon ain't shit anyway, so
yeah, well,
I'll take it. Fuck
they
Jason.
did her dirty though. Why the hell? You know, and of course now is when you're saying this. Mm-hmm. Now we have to split the categories. Like,
well, when it comes back up, when the Grammy nominations come out, like in the late fall or winter, it will be something to talk about again because it's some fun shit.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it. And now I have this really iconic picture of Beyonce holding the actual, what is it called? Where they announce it, the title, when they announce who the winner is. Yeah. That's probably one of my favorite photos of her ever now.
Yeah.
The look on her face, just like.
And now it's more meaningful because that's the last time we're seeing somebody.
They fucked up the whole category because Black excellence hurts.
And that's the thing.
Right.
These are the same people crying about DEI.
Yeah.
Same people.
I'm exhausted.
Pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
Yeah. Rub some dirt on it, bitch. Having to pull working for everything you got, motherfucker.
Yeah, work for this new award that y'all got because y'all just made it harder for yourself. You didn't make it harder for any Black artist. You made it harder for your own artist. So go right ahead.
Maybe Shabuzi will get more love this year.
Oh, I love Shabuzi.
I hope so. That
he's fine too. He's just good looking dude.
Did you see his Met Gala look? Oh my God. He looked delicious.
I loved how he looked at old girl.
at the CMAs or whatever.
No, he cleaned up that look. He tried to stick up for her, and I didn't respect that. I was like,
well, she was just reading the telephone.
I know, but he knew how it was going to go over, and he was like, "Well, you did that."
I also think that look was like, "Well, I'm not reading this shit."
Yeah, he was saying like all people from Walks of Life contributed to the country. Like it was some really like PR response.
Like they were really trying to kumbaya, and he was just like, "I'm not saying that." And then when she finished,
he did say that. He said it.
Yeah. Well.
I
I don't know.
Again, you're talking to someone who only watched the highlights, but damn, if he said it, listen, he an employee, so he was like, you are an employee too. You would have said it too to get your check.
Oh my goodness.
And he's probably like, I just got here. Like, I mean, okay, fine. I'm gonna let you have this one. We all had that one day at work. We gotta do something we don't want to do.
I'm tired of them days of work too.
I think I'm just a little too opinionated. I'd never had one of those days because I'm gonna speak my piece.
Oh, absolutely.
You should see me at work, dude.
You're gonna hear my opinion. Yeah, and I feel like I worked really hard to get to this level of confidence where I'm just like saying exactly how I feel. So it's like you gonna hear it. Like consequences.
You're not going back.
I'm not going back.
I remember my first job interview post law school. I told them, they asked me, it was like, well, why do you think you're good? You should work here, or why we should hire you? And I said, well, you are an organization that does work that impacts Black and brown people the most, and yet you don't have any Black people that work here. And I think that's ridiculous. And I think that I just basically let them have it. I don't bite my tongue ever, because my mom always said the only thing you gotta be afraid of is, God and your mother. I'm not afraid of anybody. Nobody gonna check me.
Who gonna check me, boo?
Who gonna check me, boo?
No, for real.
I love that. When we get into spaces where something you the only one there, you have to use your voice. You have to.
Yeah.
And the hypocrisy of that, especially what you just said, a place that's supposed to be serving Black and brown communities, not having a single Black or brown person working for them. I mean, that it's ridiculous. Like, and if they don't know it now, like if they weren't aware of it,
that reminds me of a platform we all know. C'est la vie.
Say la vie.
Say you will, say you will, say you do.
See, we all like a little fun, Bob.
What?
Say la vie. How do you spell say la vie? I can't spell.
C''ILEST.
Someone asked Ladarius.
IE.
Someone asked Ladarius Francois. Yeah.
Ooh, I had to dig deep for that one. I was like, hold on, wait.
Hold on. Very well. My family
as many languages as I have, I'm like, hold on, let's not get them confused. Because I did that the other day. I was talking to someone and I said, "Unde isayo," and they were like, no. I just totally butchered it.
So French and what else?
I've studied several languages. I barely know English.
I dabble.
I know country black girl very well.
I had to take Spanish off my resume because as soon as you put a language on your resume, people are going to run with that. And
they want you to speak it.
Yeah, I was like, it's not a party trick. This is someone's actual native language, and you don't know it. Why do you want me to talk to you in a language you don't know? Like, I'm not a wind-up doll.
Yeah, I
can read Spanish.
Yeah.
And I can understand it kind of when I'm hearing it, but speaking it I can't. I struggle with that.
It's a sentence structure for me. Like the grammar always kicks my ass. And I know it, but it's still because I don't use it enough. Conjugations.
It was always the conjugations.
It was always the conjugations for me.
Yeah.
Well, it was always diphthongs for me because it was one way in my head. But this is why I only like to study dead languages because I'm not going. What I'm going to use it for? Just to sound smart. Latin and Scottish Gaelic. That's all I know. Although I've been killing the Duolingo though.
Hell yeah.
I love that for you though. Dude,
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, keep it up.
It's actually steady. I mean, it's fun. I mean, it's another reason if I'm going to be on my phone, I might as well be learning something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really good reasoning.
I'm going to be on that bit anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Because I literally, I have yet to pick up, do it. Like, I want to learn French and I'm like, when am I going to have the time? But then if you have Duolingo or something, they kind of hold you accountable.
It's games and it's animated and it just tickles every little neuron of my.
Yeah, and he threatens you. He threatens you, so you feel a little obligated.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. The accountability. Yeah.
Hey, bitch, do your Duolingo. That's my what you're saying.
Does he say it? Does he say, "Hey, bitch"?
Hey, do your Duolingo. It will say that, but not "Hey, bitch." You know what I'm saying?
See, I need that.
Now.
There'll be like a little picture. Like
I need that. I
it'll
need
show
him to call me a
like
bitch.
burning down your house.
What?
Like look at how he's looking on my shit now.
Okay.
He's upset with you.
Yeah,
And
those
then
pictures change.
The later in the day, he'll like be on fire.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he gets real mad. Back in the day, he used to send like threatening emails. They don't do that anymore.
What?
But they used to, yes.
You might as well be saying, "Look, bitch, I'm not
You're
here
being bullied by Duolingo.
We got bullied by Duolingo.
That's what I'm hearing.
You know what? Hell yeah. Because that's what I need. I need you to burn my house down if I don't learn French. Like,
you've got a really nice voice tone for French too. I think.
Me?
Very soft palate.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Merci.
No, I think, well, nowadays I've been studying American Sign Language, Polish, Korean, and Spanish. Like I follow Butterfly Spanish on YouTube. She's phenomenal. And then I've been down bad for Talk to Me in Korean for like years now, which is why I can read Korean better than I can read Spanish.
Girl, do you sleep? That's so many languages.
No, I don't, because
you're a Carmen Sandiego.
Listen, I work remotely, so I don't sleep. Team sleep, what?
I need to get like that. Where like I'm working remote so that I can actually learn French.
Like in between my day, that's pretty much what I do.
Actually, same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I do sleep. I try to get like 7 hours because otherwise I'm cranky if I don't.
God bless you.
How do you get 7 hours and learn 12 languages?
I sleep.
I don't get 7 hours. I get like 5 at the most.
Right?
Well,
I'm lucky if I get 5.
I am child free by choice because I ain't trying to give up my sleep.
Same. I don't. And I still get that much sleep.
Ma'am, I need, listen, hear me when I need my 7 hours at minimum. I would sleep for a full 9, but I will sleep
you, dude.
7.
Seriously.
I got 2 dogs.
If I work from home, I probably would get more sleep, but I got to get up early because I'm not an early person. I need time to
then you have to commute.
I was going to say, do you like, if you know you have to get up early, are you like pushing yourself to get up early regardless? Or is it like,
I have a set schedule, but then I also sneak in audios too. So like, it's fine.
Yeah. The morning masturbation usually informs the rest of the day.
And now we're talking. Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like I got to get that in.
Gotta get it in. Yeah. And I feel like I don't know what I was doing before. I included that into my routine. Like, I feel like I wasn't including it in a routine. And I'm like, afterwards, you feel so much better. And I feel like
so much clarity.
Post nut clarity, but in a good way. Like,
I've put off workouts. Like,
oh, come on.
This is actually a workout.
Do I work out or do I work out?
Yeah. No. Especially now that I've been doing, thanks to one of my favorite Instagrammers now, she's reminding me to do my Kegels. So
yeah.
Shout out to the holistic hoochies out there.
Yes, I love her content. Man,
I just love her skin and her demeanor. And
forever glowing. I know the motivation I need to do it. Every time it comes across my feed, I do the workout.
I'm like, if I'm gonna look like that, hell yeah, I'm doing it every time.
You might as well just get it right. Get it right.
Get it tight.
Put that on the playlist.
All right.
Yeah, I love how we're all immediately locked in.
Miss Me Booty. That's a throwback. I haven't heard that song in years.
Oh,
I look Sparks.
Kind of park, Bubba Sparks. Booty.
Fucking everywhere.
That's one of those like immediately run to the dance floor songs. That and Back That Ass Up.
But they at least give you yes, I was just gonna say they at least give you
also ugly, so I'm adding that to the playlist too.
Bless you.
Flipping on fofos.
Trisha and the curation. Yes.
This is all over the place. Like
this is important work. This is soul work.
It is.
I'm only.
I need some shit to do my Kegels to. Okay.
Look, I'm only good at a handful of things. Making random playlists. You know, the work I do, sucking dicks, a few things. Just a few.
Key.
I would have hit you with a slipper every time you say that. You are good at a lot of things.
Those are the things I'm best at. I didn't say I wasn't best at. Got to use this head for something. Anyway,
we're all good at many things.
You know, we're very multifaceted as a group. What is one thing you guys are good at that you're proud of being good at?
Calligraphy.
Oh yeah, I love calligraphy.
Nice.
Oh, I wish I write my mom said I write like a doctor, and that's why she wanted me to go to med school.
Yeah.
I think you went the right route.
I write terribly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was just this random thing I picked up.
I did too.
I just picked it up randomly in like middle school, along with origami, and calligraphy stuck with me.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So were you one of those kids that always had like, I don't know, like every time you wrote your name, it always looked perfect and?
No, that's the thing. Like I would get a special because there are special pens that I would get, you know, just specifically to do cursive and specifically to fuck around and write my name and yeah. So, but my regular handwriting, I feel like blended in. I didn't want to show people I was good at it because then they'd be like, oh, write this, write that, write that.
Yeah, I definitely would ask you to write.
Because that's what happened.
I would ask you to like address my letters because I always have to. I waste so many envelopes. They be looking crazy when I write.
Oh my goodness! Listen, it happens so often. Yeah, my regular handwriting was just like whatever. But when I wrote cursive or when I had a calligraphy pen, it was, you know. It was fun. And I loved it. It was so fun. And I really always was fascinated with script and the way, you know, pretty script looked. So I really was committed.
I would love to learn more about that. But I'm like, I already have enough hobbies. But that sounds really cool.
I would say that I'm very good at writing. That's like the main thing that I'm very like confident about.
Now, what am I supposed to say?
You can say the same thing.
I think that's really good because there's a lot of people that love their writing and then are afraid to put it out or can't write and put it out or want to be proud of their writing and just don't feel the, you know, in their spirit. So like, that's good. I always love when writers are proud of what they do, whether they publish it or not. You're a writer, whether you're a publisher or not.
That part. And honestly, I just love writing. It's a way of being creative that taps into almost every medium that I love, like music, photography, dance, even though I'm not good at dance. Yeah. Like I get to tap into those emotions that I don't really talk about as much. And I get to infuse that with my writing. And it's just the best feeling ever. Even when I've worked a 12-hour day and I'm ready for my 8-hour nap, like I will still make time to write and I feel good.
I love that.
Love it.
It's an expensive ass hobby, but it is the one thing that I am most proud of doing.
That's nice. I love that.
Yeah, it's opened up so many doors for me. I write for my actual job. It's not creative writing, but I would not have been able to get this job if I wasn't good at writing. It's kind of a requirement, and so I don't know. It's just knowing how to write, even if like you're not somebody who loves to do it creatively. It benefits you in so many different ways.
So many different ways. Just that expression and being able to play with words with your pen it's nice and it's fun and it can be impactful and it could move a nation. Like there's so much that you can get with the power of the pen.
Yes.
And I also like photography too, but I think I'm more suited in writing. I do love photography. Like there was a time where I toyed around with being like one of those field like photographers. And I was just like, man, I can't stress my granny out. Like, I can't be on the front lines with all these things.
You want to be like a night crawler or some shit?
Yeah, I was like, she done already raised me. I don't want to be the one to give her a heart attack. Like, let me just.
That's very loving of you, I think.
Yeah, so considerate.
It was her. Everybody else can kick rocks, but as far as her, I was just like, let me think about this. Like, I was overseas, like snapping pictures of like protests, and she was like, "What are you doing?"
Also, shout out to everyone who's going to a protest today. Fight the power. Do it safely.
Yes, please be safe.
Be safe.
Buddy systems.
Cover your face. Know your rights.
Know your
And
rights.
if you end up in the back of a paddy wagon, don't say shit.
Nothing.
Not a guy. You mute.
Everybody on mute.
Zip it.
That's it.
That reminds me too. I need to put some money on some books, because again, I can't go out and protest, but I got a little money.
Like,
they have a lot of
buying books on somebody's
crowdfunding. Oh no, for crowdfunding. Like, they already have crowdfunding in place just in case they need.
In case people end up in jail and they need bail.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That's a good idea.
Would you find some resources or something to put in there?
Yeah, for sure.
I've been sharing stuff, so that's the reason why it popped in my head. I immediately remember seeing that, and it's just like, please be safe.
No, amazing.
Well, we will start a thread in our little chat where I'd love to put something together if you got the things to.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Because sometimes I don't have it all the time, but when I do and I'm able to give it to something, it needs to be the right thing.
Yeah.
Just saying.
And I'm always worried that, somebody's trying to scam, because scammers are everywhere. So
That's the main thing.
GoFundMe or something, then if it's something legit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy to put some resources together. I'll probably find something.
That's the main thing, is just finding the right, and that's not a scam.
Yeah.
Because I get concerned about that.
As you should. I
think the main thing is making sure that it's getting to the right people who are actually going to do it, Yeah.
Because scammers work hard, man.
Oh, nobody works harder than a scammer, which is wild to me, because if you actually took the time to get into your craft the way you do scamming, like, you would get somewhere.
Right.
Yeah, Kim Kardashian.
Oh, Lord. And you know what really kills me about people like that? Like, ma'am, you did not have to do any of this. You could have been living your blissful life offline, stacking your chips, doing nothing, but you chose to come out and slither your way
off Ray J.
Yeah, literally onto concrete. And now
trying to become an attorney.
Yeah.
Well, apparently it took her like 10 years to get her past the bar, but she finally passed.
I mean, I get it. It takes you a while.
She didn't pass the bar. She passed the baby bar.
She probably would have passed the she wasn't hopping on dick.
There's a baby bar?
If you weren't too busy trying to be a socialite, hopping on black dick, let's be real.
Having black children for pops. I feel bad for Northwest.
I feel bad for all them black babies.
Yeah.
Because let's be real, they are black babies.
They're black.
Blackity, black.
Black on black on black on black.
I'm black, y'all, because I'm black, y'all.
Every time I see her, I just roll my eyes like,
nobody
asked for this. You didn't need to do this.
No. Appropriation queen.
Fuck skims.
Fuck skims.
Like, all of them. Just, y'all didn't have to do this. Y'all could have been quiet little mediocre socialites, but that wasn't enough for y'all.
You know, the funniest thing about that whole family is that Caitlyn Jenner's stuck in Israel and can't get a flight back to America.
Thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers.
Sorrows, prayers.
Prayers.
Like, why are you at the Wailing Wall, bitch? You're Catholic.
She is so problematic. Like, I don't understand.
So many things wrong. So many things.
Well, that's that.
So much airtime on these people.
Oh my god! What? I'm still in my reading slump. What are you guys reading?
Nothing.
Hold on, I'm gonna answer your question because I got a couple of books on my shelf.
I've been looking for Rex from y'all. I screenshotted so many things in the group chat. So
I
I'm
have
like,
a pile of books in front of me that we can talk about.
But Summer and I are the same. Like the TBR is piling up higher than my hopes and dreams. Like it's just overflowing, and I can't.
Are we going to read this at one point during the summer only?
Oh, I have that.
God, look at that cover
by Natasha Bishop. This is a redone cover because there was an original cover that was also very cute.
Oh my goodness!
But this was because it's gotten really popular. This one is also cute.
Oh, I wanted to read that too.
I see that one
by Denise Williams. I thought it was really cute. Pinterest maybe by this one.
I think I screenshotted that one in the chat.
Yeah. This one just came in the mail this week. Plus Size Player, which is the book to Curvy Girl Summer, the really good one that came out last summer.
Plus Size Player by Danielle
Allen. And so I also have Curvy Girl Summer out because she looks like me, bitch. I also look good in lime green.
I'm supposed to be reading a book for my book club. It's Death of an Author.
Ooh.
And I'm blanking on the author's name at this moment.
Yeah, I'm getting my Rex from y'all.
And then I also got
I haven't started
of this. That goes with Lights Out.
Oh, is this the Chase one?
This is a Chase one, yes. But she is he thought it was she was a goody two shoes, but she ends up like a cam girl or something like that. Very neat. But Lights Out was also very good. It's got some interesting twists.
You're the second person to say that, and I've been meaning to check that out. Somebody told me the audio was really good.
The audio makes it.
Trisha, these have to all go on the book rec, summer book rec.
This is our first,
summer book rec list.
Yes, this is our first segment of the book club, our smutty Black Girls Book Club. Although everyone can read smut, if you have smut that you want to suggest to add to the BQC Summer Book Club, when you see this clip, just put them in the comments. No problematic authors, please. We don't want to vet these hoes anymore
because we will have a whole podcast about problematic authors. Don't listen.
Yes. And if you see it,
I will release the Kraken over here.
And if you see it in there, call it out. If you see a problematic one in there, say it.
No,
don't try it.
I'm just gonna put that little gif of the little kid that says "That's racist."
That's my gift to go to. You
need to leave. That's racist. I'm gonna put a link to isthisracist.com, and then it always says yes. That was my favorite thing to do in college.
Well, I don't have any smut to, suggest.
Smut or books.
Well, okay, because I got you. So I've been reading a lot of Caitlin Bayron. Is that her last name? Bayron? Is it Bayron? I just finished reading My Dear Henry and Cinderella is Dead. And then, I love Alice Walker. So I have In Love and Trouble. And then I've been reading Sylvester Barzy. He is just a phenomenal storyteller. The way he writes Black women in general always surprises me. So I just finished reading Planet Dead, and I'm about to start Camp Lanier. And you know about Camp Lanier. That's why it's taken me a while to get to that one. But I trust his writing, so I'm going to go there with him on that journey. But yeah, those are my reads right now.
Yeah,
but I love
the TBR is screaming at me. It's screaming. It's screaming at me.
I could recommend some smut for y'all, but it's not anything that I've read recently.
Listen, if it's Black adjacent,
we'll crack that. Okay, then I got two more, but one of them is not smut. So
go for it, sister.
Do you like Black? How do you feel about Black fantasy?
Everything.
I am a Black fantasy.
Injected into my fucking veins.
Directly into my veins.
Listen, E.A. Noble wrote When Blood Meets Earth. And when I tell y'all, I normally stay away from fantasy because of reasons. And y'all know what those reasons are. People are just straight up racist. But she put in so much just Black folklore in this story. It is such a good read.
And I love Black fantasy that's based in like
her. Oh yeah. Even with like at the beginning of each chapter, she gives you like a proverb.
Oh wow.
So good.
I love Black fantasy that's based in like solid research and
she takes her craft very seriously. Trust me. But if you want smut, One Ain't Enough by Mo Flames. I tell everybody about this book because it was one of the first books that I read where I was like, listen, I don't condone cheating, but goddamn.
I'll read it in a book.
I was gonna say,
I'll read it in a book.
I'll read it in a book. I'll listen to it in an audio, but
like if this was real life, I would not be on board. But I don't know these people; they're fictional.
It's fantasy. It's fantasy.
True.
Yeah, that's my.
I don't know them. They don't know me. So
yeah, I don't know you. But I kind of like that we have a book club rec. I'll be sure.
Yeah, a little BQC summer reading list.
Yeah.
This episode, this segment of the Black Congressional Library presents smut and book reviews.
Yes.
Is sponsored by the book community that doesn't write racist shit. Just stop fucking doing it, guys. We're tired.
And we know what y'all doing. We know the tricks that y'all like to play, and it's very tired. And honestly, it's lazy.
Also, to the lazy publishers who keep putting it out and then want to help them apologize, fuck you too.
Yeah, the top 5, y'all can officially kiss my ass. The fact that y'all are out here with a 2-book deal for somebody who has so much as even written a paragraph is disgusting. So I'm done with the top 5. Y'all can officially go kick rocks.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
They have become so irrelevant. Like, we can see now how desperate y'all are for the trending. Y'all need the clout more than we do. And y'all have money, which says a whole lot about the power of readers. The readers have all the power. Publishing houses don't. Y'all ain't got nothing but some money and old names.
Yeah.
So read what y'all want, but we listening and we gonna judge.
I'm always going to judge what people are reading. I judge a book by its cover, and I judge the person reading said book.
Yeah.
Amen. I couldn't say
it. Right. Call it out. See the
all right. We'll also have that.
I love that. Just like next.
I'm just going to start a tab called the summer reading list.
Yeah.
Will that work?
The Black Queen Congressional Library of Congress. No, I'm sorry.
Well, it's like I call my library the Tea Time Library of Smut and World History.
It looks like you have a nice library behind you.
Yeah. I mean, there is smut, but there's also.
Damn, I only saw the one shelf. I didn't see the other one.
There's so many shelves. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
What? Are they color coded?
No, absolutely the fuck not. No. I have all of my sprayed edges. The only thing that's really organized is my sprayed edges. And then if there's a series, all the series are together. And then I have my black showcase shelf, which is in the middle. And then I have my sci-fi with dragons. And then I have my kind of pop girly smut with my dark fantasy. And then at the bottom are books I need to give away because I'm ashamed of buying. I'm ashamed of buying. But also, this is the world history side. So there's like a lot of bell hooks, some sports history, Britney Spears autobiography. Michelle Obama's Becoming, the first book she put out.
So much culture.
Alexander Hamilton, some stuff like that. And then all of my writing books. I got AP style books.
Well, that reminds me, since we talked about her earlier, did y'all know that Brandy is dropping a memoir this year?
I didn't know that.
Yes, it is dropping, I believe, this year in November.
Look that up real quick.
Wow.
Yeah, even though I just said all the top 5s can kiss my ass, it is. I think it is one of the top 5. But I still stand.
Simon and Schuster.
I said what I said. But yeah, Brandy is dropping a memoir, I believe, later this year in November. I put it on my TBR for her because I wanted to pre-order it.
It's not Simon and Schuster. It's HarperCollins.
Okay.
My TBR is.
I'm dropping the link in the chat. There's no name or release date. It'd be great if it was full moon.
I would love for it to be full moon. That would be dope.
Oh my god, that'd be so beautiful.
Name.
Angel in Disguise. Oh, now we got to put Brandy on this list too.
Yeah,
What's
you
your
have
favorite Brandy song, gang?
Oh goodness. Oh, don't do this. Don't do this today.
Don't do that to us.
I can't do that. That's hard.
I'm
it's like
doing
picking a favorite child. Okay.
Come on.
You don't have any children by choice, so there it is. Now you can pick the song.
You're right.
Baby, baby. Actually, I Want to Be Down remix.
Okay, so if I got to pick, I'm going to say He Is from Full Moon.
I love that song.
That's a great song.
If
Okay.
you're going to make me pick, I'm going to pick.
No.
I listened
Say
to
that one again. I missed it.
I love that song. Oh my god, I love that song.
And she has some hits on Aphrodisiac. I know
Yes,
she does. One, but there were some hits, some sleepers. So Diddy at the top of the list. But yeah, I think her book comes out in November, so they'll probably start talking about it in like late July or yes.
That's really hard.
It is hard.
I can't do that. I
would love to see her in concert. I still haven't to this day, and I would.
Yeah, no.
Her and Monica supposed to go out on the road together or something.
I heard about that. I don't know if that's real or not, but I hope to God it is. She was supposed to come for a tour in my city. Not my city, sorry, in my state. She was supposed to come and be as part of a tour or as part of like a group of people that were coming. Found out last minute that she was no longer coming, and then we got Ja Rule and Ashanti as a consolation prize.
Ja Rule.
I mean, Ashanti, yes. Ja Rule.
I can understand. Ja Rule. It's like a milk bed.
Baby.
It was a Valentine concert too. It was like a whole R&B Valentine concert, and she was supposed to be there, and I was so
would have
excited.
been everything.
I would have been
and then we got the knockoff B&J. Like that was
it's murder.
I hated it so bad. I was so
Who would I be without you?
I was so upset.
I would be upset too.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm putting Ashanti Foolish on here because you gotta be foolish to wanna continue to perform with Ja Rule. Or What's Love.
I'm sure they were all right. We left early and got
As you should. Protect your peace.
We left early and got Chinese food because I couldn't.
I mean, that's a good alternative to Ja Rule.
Chinese food for the win. Listen.
Yeah.
I was very upset. Hit up my Chinese place soon. It's been a while.
Chinese is so good.
There's actually a spot. I just heard about it recently. They have Indian and Mexican food. Now,
together?
I don't know if this is becoming a trend, but I need more of it. Because I love
like a place that's like a Long John Silver's and a KFC?
I hope it's not, but I also don't want a buffet either because I still don't eat like that, y'all. I haven't eaten like that in almost a decade, and I don't want it.
I tried to go to one of those hot pot places where you could do the thing at the table and then also have like hot pot. Yeah. And me and Diesel and I went about a year and a half ago. I thought he was going to have to wheelbarrow me out of there. I couldn't even move.
See, now that's how I feel about Caldi. Like Korean food, Korean barbecue especially, I ain't never going back.
Aren't those K-pop places? Don't you have to make the food like right then and there?
See, people say it like that, like it's a bad thing. You have to cook your own meat.
No, I'm not doing that. I came outside, so I did not have to cook. Like, what the hell is this? Like, no. I refuse.
It's not bad.
I'm sorry.
Korean barbecue for the first time when I was in LA, and it was very good.
It's good. It's so good.
It's good. I have no doubt that it's good. I don't want to be making it myself.
Like, I don't want to be responsible. I don't want to have songs.
Like, I'm not here to cook. I'm here to
that's good to know.
Oh, no, they come by and, like, they turn the meat for you. Like, they get it.
Because they don't want you to burn it, obviously, like, if you're not going to do it. But, like, you should have somebody in your crew that knows how to
the fact that they trust people off the street with open flame and
gasoline powered tables.
Like, right. The fact that they trust these motherfuckers with like
the average American can't even use chopsticks, much less.
Okay,
why? I had
to show somebody how to use
I don't know how to use chopsticks. I don't know how to use them.
Okay, well,
I used to when I was a kid, but
we won't judge. But I mean, I can't either, and I've been trying to use chopsticks. Like,
to be fair, you're talking to someone who eats
I'm throwing up gang signs trying to hold the thing.
Get a gang sign. You can get the kids' chopsticks, the ones that help you with the fingering, so that you know what to do, which finger, like your thumb and your index finger.
Well, thankfully, I don't need help with the fingering.
Wait,
smart ass.
The day that I need help with fingering
is no. But you're talking to someone who literally, I eat kimchi straight out the jar, so yeah, I know how to use it.
What? Dude.
See, you're straight up like
kimchi.
What's another thing you eat like a goblin right out of the refrigerator when you don't?
It is kimchi
out the refrigerator.
I
just really take it out the jar, out the refrigerator, and I just get the chopsticks and I eat. Sometimes I pick up a fork if I'm just like, listen, straight.
I'll make myself like a little Lunchable with like pepperoni and cheese and some bougie crackers and olives.
Yes.
Oh, that sounds so good.
No olives, but yes, everything else.
You don't like olives?
I love olives. Are so good.
All olives are good except olive stuff with pimento. Because why?
Yeah, I don't like those.
I don't like those. I even love dirty martini.
Olives and cheese. Just no.
Blue cheese stuffed olive.
No,
not an olive fan.
No, blue cheese is of the devil.
I don't agree. Look, that's fucking crazy. That's fucking nuts. What about feta?
I love feta.
I feel like it depends.
It doesn't make me sick.
Well, you shouldn't eat cheese anyway.
But I can eat feta because it's made out of sheep's milk, sheep or goat, and that's I can eat that.
I think it's sheep.
Is it sheep?
Let me Google it.
Probably.
Y'all completely lost me. I don't mess with cheese. I mean, back in the day, I used to do obviously blue cheese with my buffalo chicken, but now I don't even do that anymore.
I'm a pepper jack hoe.
Well, yeah, some people who are lactose intolerant.
For sure.
Some people who are lactose intolerant, like aged cheeses or cheeses that are made with goats and sheep.
Is.
We can digest that.
Those are better.
It just depends.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can digest it. It's not the same as they're like cow milk.
Cow milk.
Yeah. Can confirm it is either sheep's milk or a combination of sheep and goat's milk with a maximum of 30% goat milk.
I'm just gonna commit to being
I can digest that
because I don't even like cheese like that no more. If I have to have milk, it's probably gonna be almond milk.
I need cheese.
I love all fucking cheese.
I love cheese.
Well, that is good to know because I don't.
I can't. Like,
please.
They just tell me to give it up, and I'm like, bitch. Like,
I don't eat it that often.
I'll give up Coca-Cola, but I'm not giving up cheese.
I'm not giving up cheese.
Cold dead hands, bitch.
Right. Cheese or bread.
Skin too, and I'd rather have no pimples. So
when people tell me about bread too, I'm like, what? I'm not giving up bread.
See, I'm not Oprah man. I'll give up cheese and heartbeat, but I ain't giving up bread because
cheese, biscuit, anything.
What is y'all's favorite bread? I like the bread from the Cheesecake Factory.
Ciabatta.
Ooh, the brown bread.
I like a nice brown bread.
Is it pumpernickel bread?
Is it pumper? It's not pumpernickel. It's like
pumpernickel brown.
I just call it's brown bread.
It's brown bread. That's what I call it too.
I do love the bread that you used to get at Longhorns. I ain't been to Longhorns in a minute. But the brand, it's either at Carrabba's too because they have the little oil and seasoning mix. You can just
Texas Roadhouse had these buns that melted in my fucking mouth, and I loved it so bad. The bun is like, it was like this kind of sweet kind of bun.
Only reason you go, and if you just walk into a Texas Roadhouse and you get like any side, and you don't they'll give you the rolls on the side.
Oh my god! Ooh, blessed.
And the cinnamon butter, bro.
Y'all are really making me miss going out to eat at restaurants because these breads sound delicious.
Divine.
I want garlic naan. Just all the cheese. Listen, I might even.
Naan. I love naan.
It's
naan.
I love aloo naan. That's my favorite one.
Yeah.
What's in that?
Potato.
Oh,
and different vegetables.
And they have one with like cranberries and like almond. It's like a sweet naan. It is so. I had it one time. I almost bit my finger.
No. One time at an Indian restaurant, I got like Diesel and I got like this I don't know what it's called. It's called kolache, but it's their cheese bread that is buttered and seasoned like naan, but it's got cheese in it. So it's kind of like, I don't want to call it an Indian quesadilla because that's just fucking rude, but I'll find the real name.
Okay.
And that shit's delicious.
I might even try that, even with the cheese in it.
My friend loves garlic naan. I fuck with just plain. I fuck with plain naan. It's
all naan.
If they do it right, the plain naan is.
Well, that's my testament. Like if I go to an Indian place, I always order regular naan first.
Right. I'm very much that bitch. I'm very much the girl who's like, if you can't do the basics right, I'm not eating.
Exactly. I'm not gonna eat your establishment. I don't
trust.
I want plain naan and like a mango lassi just to see how you make them.
I love mango lassi.
If I like both, I'm like, all right, let's see.
Yes.
Let's keep it.
I'll risk it off for those mango lassi.
Mango lassi is a fave. Yes.
It took me a while before I tried those, but they are pretty good.
They're good.
The
I also like samosa.
Have you ever frozen one and had it like as a little popsicle?
Ooh, no, I've never thought to do that.
Put it in your little ice tray and then cover it with a plastic and then put little popsicle sticks in there and then you have
with
little
the mango lassi
pops.
I thought you were talking about samosa.
That might be
the mango
my
lassi
favorite summer treat. Like that sounds.
Yes, girl.
That sounds better than a rocket pop.
You're welcome. Go to your local Indian spot. Grab your mango lassi. Grab your mango lassi and make little popsicles, and that's your little summer treat.
So good.
Delicious.
Yeah, I just need a dairy-free one. I need.
Yeah, that's why I didn't try it because is it condensed milk in there?
I don't even know.
What type of milk is
yogurt?
Coconut milk.
Yogurt.
You guys, I wish that I gave a fuck about consequences when it came to dairy. I wish.
I do.
That's why
it comes out bad.
Because it's like if the dairy is in front of
the recklessness in your voice is telling. You don't even like those frozen dairy desserts. You just want full ice cream.
Like, what y'all playing with me for?
I don't want no Briars. That shit's not gonna melt my tongue.
This is why I got nervous when I thought I had to take Ben and Jerry's off my list because I don't do regular Ben and Jerry's, but I love their non-dairy.
No, the dairy-free Ben and Jerry's is so good.
The dairy-free is
breaks
really
my heart. See, I do love Ben and Jerry's.
Shout out Ben and Jerry's. Ben and Jerry are good white
Jerry's for the win. I don't know who owns them right now, but they got me in the yellow alert because
Ben and Jerry.
Ben and Jerry owns them.
They're probably owned by Ben and Jerry.
Was it a company, Unilever or something like that? That they were.
They used to own them.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
They had me ready to fight because it's the summer and I need my non-dairy Ben and Jerry's.
Yeah, no, Ben and Jerry's are ride or dies because
I'm not giving up Ben and Jerry's.
By Unilever.
That's the one ice cream I was like, hell yeah, every time. Because they ride for us, so I will ride for them. Dairy, non-dairy, or otherwise.
I also love Haagen-Dazs.
Keep that thing on me.
Haagen-Dazs. Okay, have you ever had the Haagen-Dazs?
I mean, that sounds German. I need to check. But
have you ever had the Haagen-Dazs pineapple coconut?
Ooh,
oh my god! I
like that combination.
Delicious. Now, if you're talking
pineapple coconut, that doesn't. I'm allergic to pineapple, so that's.
Oh, okay. Well, ignore this. But for those who are not, pineapple coconut, that Haagen-Dazs flavor is delicious in the summertime. It's just pure summer. Like you taste it, and yes.
Well, thank y'all for clearing that up for me. I'm glad I don't have to give up Ben and Jerry's because
Ben and Jerry's is wonderful.
That one would have hurt for real. Because I keep things on me. I keep it
like Tillamook.
I keep the things on me. I keep them non-dairy things on me.
Especially now during the summer, it's hot.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, really good. They're good. They're tasty.
Good.
Yeah. I also love Bluebell. And if you're from the South, also an old school is Mayfield.
I was just going to say, what about us?
Nom.
Or Moose Tracks.
Moose Tracks, the classics.
I mean, Mayfield really put their whole Southern aristocracy foot in that shit. That shit's great. And they really only have the one butter pecan that I will fight someone for is Mayfield's.
Well, no, just from a
I have yet to try a butter pecan.
Butter pecan is everything.
I have yet to try one that I like these days. I feel like when I was younger, I liked it, but I haven't tried one.
That's what your grandma always had.
Yeah.
I haven't had it as an adult though.
Yeah,
I think I had Briar's once, and it wasn't bad. Briar's, the butter pecan. I think I had it. It was a couple of years ago.
Frozen dairy desserts, not ice cream.
Oh,
that's probably why it wasn't that bad.
It's ice cream.
That's why I don't remember it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say frozen dairy desserts
because it's the milk fat ratio. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Got that, you know, like the difference between ice cream and gelato. Because I love Talenti too. Shout out to Talenti. They're not sponsored, but if you want to.
So it's something appropriating as ice cream? I'm confused.
I mean, frozen dairy dessert is just it's ice cream textured, but you know what I'm saying? It's like Impossible Burgers. It's not meat, but it's a substitute.
It's good though.
It's good though. If that's what you can get it.
I mean,
if I'm going to be fat, I'm going to eat real ice cream. It's like drinking, light beer. I don't drink light beer. Give me the full flavor, dog.
Yeah,
I don't drink beer at all.
I just don't like ice cream, and honestly, it's for the best. Give me the non-dairy frozen treat.
No.
I don't need
sorbet, maybe.
We are different people.
Sorbetto. What about Italian ices?
Oh, I do love an Italian ice.
Oh, those are good.
Or slushy or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I could do that.
I love a good old fashioned, just the lemon flavor, but I also love the cherry flavor.
The cherry is so good.
There's a mango flavor.
Now I want an ice cream cone from Dairy Queen.
Right. Now I need something. Now I need a frozen treat.
Right. Well, parting shots, gang. Any last words for this episode? Thanks for enjoying our Rambleyap. It's as long as I've gone in a long time.
Right. So. I love Rambleyap. This is fun.
We were all over the place, but thanks for rocking with us.
We covered some ground.
If you made it this far, we adore you.
We appreciate you. Another one.
You're a real one.
You're a real one.
You loyal.
You smart.
You is no, I'm not gonna
You is kind.
Fuck that. I'm not gonna help.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Anyway,
thank you guys.
Thanks for joining us. Call your people. Tell them you love them. Tell your people you love them, man. Life's too short. But thanks for joining us.
And remember, there are other ways to support protests. You don't have to be out on the grounds to support. You can find other ways to support and make people aware. Knowledge is power. That's why they're acting the way that they're acting.
I like that. I like that part of the message. Anyone else? All hearts and minds clear.
Yes, as always.
All right. Thanks for joining us, folks. We'll see you next time. Happy Juneteenth.
Bye.
Did you like what you heard on today's episode? Well, if you're good, you're allowed to come back for more by hitting the follow and subscribe buttons wherever you're currently listening. And don't forget to follow WBQC on Instagram, Blue Sky, YouTube, and Substack. See you next time. Lunch at the Unfriendly Black Hotties podcast is a WBQC production. 2025, all rights reserved.